The foes of Christ, who constantly attack us, would often be defeated if we could understand God's assurance that His powerful angels are always close by and ready to assist us. Unfortunately, most Christians have failed to accept this fact, which is so often expressed in the Bible. Angels are divine protectors. The angels of God often protect His servants from possible enemies. Consider 2 Kings 6:14 through 17. Then he sent horses and chariots and a strong force there. They went by night and surrounded the city. When the servant of the man of God got up and went out early the next morning, an army with horses and chariots had surrounded the city. "Oh no, my lord, what shall we do?" the servant asked. "Don't be afraid," the prophet answered. "Those who are with us are more than those who are with them." And Elisha prayed, "Open his eyes, Lord, so that he may see." Then the Lord opened the servant's eyes, and he looked and saw the hills full of horses and chariots of fire all around Elisha. The king of Syria had sent his army to Dothan, learning that Elisha the prophet was there. After dressing in the morning, the prophet's helper yelled excitedly to Elisha that the surrounding countryside bristled with armies and instruments of war. Elisha comforted him, "Don't be afraid. Our army is bigger than theirs." Verse 16. The angels minister to the servants of God in times of difficulty and peril. We find another outstanding illustration of this in the following sections. On his way to Rome, Paul was confronted with a shipwreck with more than 200 others on board. Speaking to the terrified crew, he said, Acts 27:23 through 25, "For last night an angel of the God to whom I belong and whom I serve stood beside me, and he said, 'Don't be afraid, Paul, for you will surely stand trial before Caesar. What's more, God in His goodness has granted safety to everyone sailing with you. So take courage, for I believe God. It will be just as He said.'" Some believe strongly that every Christian may have a guardian angel assigned to watch over him or her. This guardianship may begin in their infancy, for Jesus told us, "See that you do not despise one of these little ones, for I tell you that their angels in heaven always see the face of my Father in heaven." Matthew 18:10. Angels at work for us. The most remarkable feature of angels is not that they have the power to exercise control over our lives, but that they work on our behalf. An inexhaustible love moves them for God and jealous to see that the will of God in Jesus Christ is fulfilled in us. David speaks of angels. "For He will order His angels to protect you wherever you go. They will hold you up with their hands, so you won't even hurt your foot on a stone." Psalm 91:11 and 12. Divine surveillance. "For I think God has exhibited us, the apostles, last of all as men condemned to death, because we have become a spectacle to the world, both to angels and to mankind." 1 Corinthians 4:9. God assigns the angelic powers to watch over us. Hagar, Sarah's maid, had fled from the tents of Abraham. It is ironic that Abraham, after reaching such glorious heights of faith, should have capitulated to the conniving and slander of his wife, and to the custom of that day to father a child by Hagar. And it is ironic that Sarah, his wife, should have been so jealous that when their own son Isaac was born years later, she wanted to get rid of both Hagar and the earlier child Ishmael. Abraham's self-indulgence led to grief, and he thrust Hagar out of his home. Nevertheless, God sent his angel to minister to Hagar. The angel of the Lord found Hagar near a spring in the desert. It was the spring that is beside the road to Shur. Genesis 16:7. The angel spoke as an oracle of God and turned her thoughts away from the injury of the past, with an assurance of what she might expect if she put her faith in God. The exact name of her son, Ishmael, which means God hears, was a sustaining one. God promised that the seed of Ishmael would multiply and that his destiny would be great on earth. As he now took the restless pilgrimage that was to characterize his descendants, the angel of the Lord revealed himself as the protector of Hagar and Ishmael. Hagar, in awe, exclaimed, "Thou God seest me." Genesis 16:13. She gave this name to the Lord who spoke to her, "You are the God who sees me." For she said, "I have now seen the one who sees me." Psalm 34:7 underscores the teaching that angels protect and deliver us. Psalm 34:7. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him, and he delivers them. Miraculous deliveries. The great majority of Christians can recall some incident in which their lives have been miraculously preserved in times of critical danger. Although they may not have seen angels, their presence could explain why tragedy was prevented. We should always be grateful for the goodness of God, who uses these wonderful friends, called angels, to protect us. Evidence from Scripture confirms that individual guardian angels attend at least some of our ways and hover protectively over our lives. The Scriptures are full of dramatic evidence of the protective care of angels in their earthly service to the people of God.